welcome to IDDTalks here at AD University. My name is Anastasia Lavrina, and now we have a distinguished guest. Joining me now is Jaffar Hasnain, presenter and correspondent at TRT World. Warm welcome to IDDTalks.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So you were among the participants of the third Global Shusha Media Forum. And I would like to start our conversation with the key takeaways from that significant event. So what do you think about the Shusha Global Media Forum and what you consider the most important outcomes?
I think one of the best takeaways that I got from this year is the fact that media literacy is of paramount importance, because this was one of the main topics of the third Global Shusha Media Forum. And, after engaging in discussion with participants, with panelists, I think what everyone realized is the fact that many of us do not really understand what media literacy means. And this is why we really need to inform not just the audience, but also the consumers of media, the media leadership, that how important is it for everyone to understand this phenomenon of media literacy. Because if we don't know what media literacy is, we can't really operate in the ecosystem of media. So that's A. B is, of course, the importance of AI, because many panelists and participants asked me this question at the forum, whether or not I believe AI is going to completely replace traditional media. And the answer to that question, in my view, is I don't think it's going to happen in that sense. Yes, AI will be integrated to a major extent into the media ecosystem, media landscape. But when it comes to completely replacing the traditional media or digital media, I don't think that's ever going to happen, because think about it. You can't really, for example, if you're an audience, if you're sitting on your sofa watching television, would you rather have a human being tell stories of people who are going through wars, conflicts, or would you rather have AI? Because AI would not be able to sympathize with human beings in that sense. So I think that role of a reporter can never be replaced by AI. And similarly, there are many other aspects within the media ecosystem which I don't think AI can replace. But what it can replace is, for example, the script editing. It can help in fast-pacing the process of copy editing, script editing, and it can also be integrated into, to some extent, to the editorial guidelines of the channel, because right now AI is basically data, right? So if you have enough data to put it down into a software of AI, I think it can really help us in navigating through to make the whole system more fast-paced. So I think these were the two biggest takeaways for me, that media literacy is of paramount importance, and AI, yes, it is changing the ecosystem, but it's never going to replace traditional media in the way many predict it might.
Yes, indeed. And from your perspective as a journalist and international correspondent, how effective is the Shusha Global Media Forum in promoting the balanced narratives about the South Caucasus to the global media audience?
I think it's very important. And, we all saw that the clip from Shusha Forum was shared by the American president. So I think this really goes to show the impact Shusha Global Media Forum is having, not just in the region where we are right now, but beyond. We're talking about the most powerful person on the planet, Donald Trump, sharing a clip of His Excellency President Aliyev on his social media accounts. And I think that really goes to show the impact of this forum. And besides that, I believe what this forum is doing very effectively over the past 3 years is that it's able to bring together people from different mindsets, people from different countries. For example, this year, there were more than 50 different countries being represented at the Global Media Shusha Forum, right? And what this does, it basically helps us in engaging dialogue, which can basically foster peace. Because when you bring together people of different mindsets, people who might even disagree on certain issues, and when you engage them in conversations like the ones at the forum, I think it really paves the way for a constructive dialogue, and this is what the world needs right now. So I think it's having a huge impact. Of course, Donald Trump sharing that clip is a testament to that. But besides that, being able to invite so many participants from different countries, 50 different countries, for example, it really goes to show that how international this forum has become. Because what I noticed when I was there, this was my first time at the forum, and if I compare it to the previous two ones, every year there's more representation. For example, There were people from the African continent, from the Asian continent, from Americas, from Australia, for example. So I think it's really important that we keep pushing for more dialogue, because I have said this many times before as well. Because when you work in the media ecosystem, you can either do two things: either amplify divisions, which I think some media organizations are doing right now, or you can foster dialogue. And I think Global Shusha Media Forum is fostering dialogue, not just in the South Caucasus, not just in the region where we are right now, but beyond.
Well, you actually partially answered my next question. What role can international media play in supporting the constructive dialogue and understanding between the countries, let's say between Azerbaijan and its neighbors? We can take many other examples on how the international media can support a country since the post-conflict recovery. So what's your think about that?
I think, it's already out there, it's public now, that Western media mainly, and certain media organizations, have been extremely biased against Azerbaijan. And we all saw how they reported on the Second Karabakh War, when the evidence was out there that Azerbaijan is the victim and Armenia is the aggressor, right? Because what does international law says? International law says that Karabakh is Azerbaijan. What do United Nations Security Council resolution said? It said that Karabakh is Azerbaijan, right? And was Azerbaijan attacking Armenia? The answer to that question is a resounding no. It was not. It was fighting for its own soil. In the meanwhile, Armenia was not just attacking Azerbaijani soil, Karabakh, but also Armenia was attacking Azerbaijani second largest city, such as the city of Ganja, killing children. So I think it's clear that Azerbaijan was the victim, Armenia was the aggressor. But at the time, of course, certain media organizations were trying to spin the story, trying to change the narrative. And of course, it's clear now that they have different interests, because perhaps they were under pressure from the Armenian lobby, which we all know now that it is extremely powerful in the United States, and it has really pushed a certain wrong narrative against Azerbaijan, not just in the US, but also in Europe. And Anastasia, I'll tell you, the good thing that's happening now is people are aware. There's more awareness among people now. And that's why we're able to talk about these things and spread awareness, because it's very important for people to know the facts. And in 2020, in the Second Karabakh War, Armenia tried its best to basically push people away from the facts of the war. But it's a digital age. People are aware now. Everyone has access to social media. And of course, while there were certain media organizations who were trying to spin the story, there were others, for example, who were trying to tell the truth. And I'm proud to be part of one right now. And of course, people who were out on the field, they were able to tell the truth to the entire world about what's going on. And now, it's been almost 5 years, right? And I think people are more aware now of the realities, and that's why when you look at the statements that have been coming from how even the approach of different countries has become towards this whole situation, it's evident that people are more aware now. People are aware of the facts, and the Armenian lobby and Armenia has lost this, not because Azerbaijan was doing something that they could not compete with. It's because Armenia was against international law. Armenia was against United Nations Security Council resolutions, and Armenia, simply put, was against basic truth. What they were doing, they were spreading lies. So Azerbaijan basically followed the right path and just tried to spread awareness. And of course, there were certain journalists like you, like yourself. So I think that really helped in amplifying the voice of truth.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining IDDTalks today.
Thanks very much, Anastasia. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much.